guys, in the garage today. I'm gonna try to install a new part. It is the American Carcraft alternator cover. Not seeing many videos on YouTube for the Z06 version, so figured I'd put one out here. Should have a lot more options coming up on what we'll be doing with this car specifically. Got a lot of things we're going to be doing. We're going to be adding carbon fiber side skirts. I've already installed the Oracle lights here. Pretty easy install. Can do that if anybody needs me to do that. A lot of videos out there. Front splitter will be going on soon. Got a lot of little things that I'll be adding. Just did the wire tuck kit or hose tuck kit just the other day to get the hose out of the way here. Cleaned all of it up in there, down in this way. I did actually a different way down in this section that I could show you guys what I did, but I got a lot of parts coming. Anybody asks, that piece here, the carbon fiber piece, is a K&N. I came with the car when I bought it. About $1,000 K&N intake, looked it up. Everybody's got the AFEs. I got that on my truck, but this specific one said it rated was for like 51 horsepower, and it was $1,000, so wasn't taking it off. So I was gonna add everything onto that. I love the carbon fiber. Gonna continue with carbon fiber on a lot of other parts here. Stay tuned to see everything we're gonna do to this thing. I'm gonna try to give some more videos for things that I don't see online and help all you guys out. Appreciate it. All right, guys, so after reading the instructions, we're gonna get done in here. We're looking at putting the part on this cover right here. And if you look on the Z06, you've got this piece here, comes down and attaches to a little bit of a clip here. I'm not too excited about that. I think it should be out of the way because we gotta get to and that bolt. So you got that bolt there, which you gotta get to on the thermostat, and that bolt there you gotta get to. So this seems to be in the way. Comes over here to YouTube, and so I'm gonna figure out how to make this cleaner and look better while also putting it on, getting that off, and make sure it looks great. I'm not quite sure how this is going to flow once I put the cover on, if it's gonna cover over it. But stay tuned, that's what we gotta do. All right, guys, back at it. Multiple options, trying to get to this specific bolt right here. This one became a pain because this clip right here was in the way. It was slid over here. So highly recommend taking that clip on that hose and moving it from, if it's over here in the way you can't get into this, and slide that over. That way, when you go in here to get your T30 torque right here into this location, you can hook it straight in just like so. You see where that clip is not in the way anymore, and then you can actually get in here and get to that very easily. So move this over first, then set up your setup to go straight in. Other one is a lot easier to get to right here on this side. Go straight in, nothing really in the way on this side, but this one was a pain at first. So quick fix right there. All right, guys, got the bolts out, very easy. Long bolts, so take your time. But you can see that this piece, where it is zip tied in to this anchor, this clip and this clip, probably need to pull that out and bend this up and get it out of the way. Just move all this out of the way to be able to get this bracket to get up underneath here and hook on that without scratching it. So I'm gonna play around with that for just a second, let you know what I do, and go from there. All right, guys, so getting in here and manipulating this to work just right. You'll see that my holes are lining up in here. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but they're lining up down there. You want to have this cable to your air intake running up on top, getting your other plug here run back up in and plugged, and having that shoved in. You can see I've got it going behind the corner notch right here. It is tight, guys, really tight. The other piece that runs, I've got it laid over to the side. Doesn't really become an opportunity at all. It's just sitting here. Don't think you can run it any other way and hide it. I think it's just is what it is right there. But I'll show you how this flows in. You turn it in this way. So as I'm rotating that in, trying to be fairly careful down in this area to get that underneath that and up and out. So as you can see, you want to come in sideways like this, get that piece to hook underneath there. And you see where you're trying to line up with that hole, tapping on it right now, scraping over it right now, trying to get this to line up. And then you're going to twist and get that to line up. And I'm doing this one-handed, guys. Right down in there. And it will slide right over the top of that. And like I said, it's really tight. You gotta shove that up into the corner. Get this snug up in there. And I'm not gonna bolt this on just yet. I'm gonna pull some other things, play around with some other things in here before I get this bolted down. But once you get this manipulated in there, see how that goes in, and you bolt that in and put your caps on, good to go. That's the best you can do right there, guys. Like and share, subscribe, appreciate it. All right, guys, so I did a little tweaking here on this one hose that told you guys was hanging down to the side. Was able to run it up underneath this loop here, and I've got this kind of tucked up in. That's where that clip was. I took that clip out, and I kind of got this resting up in there with that clip in. It was not allowing that to move around, and then I've got it tucked behind this piece, run it over to here. So when I slide that in and hook it over, this keeps this nice and clean. And all I did was zip tie this up in this. So you'll see that here in just a second. All right, so not taking the plastic all the way off. I'm gonna take just that section off, get it bolted up, caps on, everything kind of locked in here. I'll show you how that goes. I wanna keep that on while I'm doing some more parts and stuff, just to protect it. Kind of scared to take it off just yet until I get some more things done. So yeah, let's see. All right, so there we go, guys. Got it locked in there. See the bolt there, bolt there. Nice and chromed, taking the cover off. I actually did shove this kind of underneath this section instead of that corner to allow that to sit down a little tighter right there to make it form cleaner from this view. And once again, you see where this is hidden up underneath here now and not visible from the side. So it makes that a lot cleaner. Yeah, so far it looks great. And this is push that down a little bit, get that to kind of fold. You gotta manipulate this as it says in the owners and instructions to get that right. So I'll continue to work on that. But there you go, American Carcraft alternator cover installation on a Z06. Appreciate it, guys.